Yeah. Guess we're gonna do this this live thing, Sir Lord Travis.
Yeah. Here we go. Travis Wright is on the right. Joel is on the left.
I am a lefty, so it's actually appropriate
Very nice.
that I would be feeling leftish, although I vote on the right. And once again, it is Birthmas. Happy birthday, Merry Christmas, Trump won. Every day.
You know what's crazy? It happened like 2 weeks ago. It seems like it happened like a month ago. It's like there's been it's like a big change has occurred in the world, and here we are.
Yeah, and I think during this show we're sending Bitcoin to 100,000. Like I put the order out to the universe.
Is that what you did? You put the. I don't think we're going to hit 100,000 yet. There's all these sell orders. It's a big psychological barrier for people to, that's why we saw it got close, pop, down, pop. So it's going to keep trying to pop through. I've not seen the order book, but I did see it previously. There's a big wall of sells right there. And so you got to break through those first. Once those get broken through, then it's price discovery. We don't know where we're going to go after that.
Screw that big wall of sells.
Screw that big wall of cells. I don't care nothing about you, although it is science.
Well, let's this is kind of a different approach for us. You know, usually we do the news, we record it, we put the episode out each week. Hello to those of you that are subscribers to Bad Crypto Podcast. We're in our 8th year of doing the show, officially the second longest running crypto podcast in all the world.
And the most listened to podcast by both of our moms.
For sure.
And your mom. Your mom might be listening right now, too.
She might be. She probably is not. She's probably not.
No, I'm talking about the audience member, that person's mom.
Oh, their mom. Well, if she's not, this is a great place to tell her to turn to. Hey, mom, make me a sandwich, make me a quesadilla, and turn on Bad Crypto. You got to come hear these clowns.
You need to learn. So, that's what's funny is like back in the day, we started this whole show, Bad Crypto, because we wanted to teach people about crypto. And because, look, we're learning about crypto. And we're like, let's teach others about crypto along the way. And they can come with us. And so our show has always been, let's educate. Let's figure out how to stay safe. Let's figure out how we can make a lot of money. But it's not ever been about the financial advice. We're always big proponents on telling you to do your own due diligence. And we're glad that you're doing your due diligence right now by tuning into us.
Do the diligence. So let's pull up the geckos of coins and see exactly what's happening. I'm going to refresh it, and it is 5:10 p.m. in Puerto Rico, Atlantic Standard Time right now. It is the 21st of November. The crypto market cap sitting at 3.38 trillion. Remember, Trav, like we went watching this thing down to 1.5 and 2, thinking, man, it's going to push past 3 again. It's going to hit all-time high, and now we're comfortably into the 3 trillions, almost halfway to 4. So that's pretty exciting.
Dude, and actually go on that market cap. Click on the 3.38 right there, and let's look. So when we started this show back in 2017 in July, what was the market cap there back in, say, mid-July?
Go back to 2017, July of that year would have been on the exact day. We're just going to fine-tune and hone in July.
Right about there. There we go.
Yeah. 2.94 billion.
Less than $100 billion market cap when we started this journey.
Yeah.
To Lord Joel Comm. And that's like one of the lowest that it's been. I remember when we hit at the peak of that thing, I thought we were going to hit $1 trillion, but we got up to like 840 billion. And then it went, well, boom. Like it's when you hit the top, almost immediately, once that top is hit, it goes, boom, dude. And you're down 40% before you can even wipe your butt.
Look how big does it take you that long to?
That's how long it took crypto to go. Remember, we were in Davos, and I was looking at this really cool Mustang. Yeah. I was like, dude, I want to get this GTO. I was looking at the options and stuff, and you were like, you should probably do it. And then the market went womp womp womp, and I was like, probably not.
Maybe not. Bitcoin's sitting at 98,077 right now. Hit as high as 98,831, and this is, as long as we're looking historically, It's really fun to look at the chart here for Bitcoin. And remember, back in 2018, to give point of reference, this is what that bull run looked like from that perspective. Let's drive it right here to when it fell.
Yeah, from January 14 to January 18. Look at that thing.
Look how crazy it went. And then we said, in the future, this is going to kind of be a blip. So now if we expand to
we were seeing $1,000 days, I think we saw a couple $2,000 day or some $1,500 days. I was like, dude, woo.
Look how small the 17 run now looks compared to the 21 run. Okay. And now I'm going to zoom all the way out. This right here. So this was the first run back in 2013 where it got up to like 1,100. That's a blip. This second run here is about to turn into a blip. By this time next year, this will look like this on the charts, because this is going parabolic. We are just at the beginning of this bull run. And the only thing, Trav, that I could see getting in the way of this or even slowing it is a black swan event. If these asshats currently in DC manage to instigate World War III, that will cause fear and cause enough people to immediately sell because they don't know what else to do. But then there's going to be huge buying opportunities because Bitcoin's not going away.
Yeah, no, it's quite possible. I mean, yesterday I read that, or last night, Russia hit Ukraine with some ICB missiles they did not have nuclear heads on them. However, I think it's kind of a warning. It says, hey, and I was looking at a chart about NATO's encroachment to Russia since the Soviet Union collapsed. And you can see all these countries pop up, pop. Since like 1994, they started popping up. And so like the whole border for Russia is almost covered by NATO countries that have military bases there. And so they feel threatened. And what happens when you put a cat in the corner? Eventually, they don't like that too much over time. And so I think that, we do have that. That's a real legitimate concern. I'd like that. Here's the thing. We have somebody who's like coming into office that says, hey, let's have peace. Let's figure this out. We can end this immediately. And the other ones are like, no, bomb them some more, bomb them real quick. And then if we get to the point where it escalates too much, they're going to say, hey, we're not going to have the inauguration. We're going to keep it going.
Right.
That's what Zelensky did.
I think it's going to be real tough to pull in the U.S. though. I really, really do. And I will bet you anything that behind the scenes, Trump is having conversations with both Putin and Zelensky. He has to be saying, hey guys, they're trying to, instigate some stuff. We're going to put the kibosh on this. Don't escalate it anymore. We're going to fix this.
Yeah. It is interesting. Now I want to actually let me pull up my screen here as well real quick, because there's been a lot of crazy stuff going on here, Joel. And let me go in here and see. We're all new to some of this stuff here on this one.
We're figuring it out.
We're getting it all figured out. Joel's got it rocking over there. Let me present my screen.
Present yourself, sir. I
am going to present myself here. Let's see. So is that popping up? Let's see. Does that look good?
There you go. It's up.
There we are. All right. So look at these meme coins. Let's maybe move us both to the side so we can see more on the screen here. There we go. So look at these meme coins over the last 24 hours. Some project called Boom Trump. I don't know what that is. Boom. I don't know what the meme is on that. Dogecast. So the Elon Musk and Vivek new podcast is going to be called the Dogecast. So somebody launched a token real quick. Now, what's not showing up on here? Actually, you can see Slop token, Numogram.
There's a fart coin now, and I did not create it. Somebody suggested that I create a fart coin meme coin. Look at that. It's number 11. I did not do that. In the immortal words of somebody who smelt it, it wasn't me.
It wasn't you who dealt it.
No.
So yeah, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but Joel back in the day was the one. He launched one of the very first $1 million apps on Apple on the iPhone. It was iFart.
It's true.
And because Joel farts a lot. I don't know if you know, he loves to eat beans. Do you like to eat beans? Is that true?
I fart daily. I mean, There it is, right there. It's actually it went to number one in the entire App Store, and that's
Wow.
what they're going to
On
put on my
Christmas Day,
tombstone.
so that was like a gift. People were just like, "Hey, please sign up. This is good." Hey, and there's also a Joe coin. It's not quite Joel, but Joe is right there near Fart.
Joe Mama.
Yeah. And so what's interesting is all these different projects that are popping up. So there's a new one that popped up. You can probably pull it up on CoinGecko. It's called Just a Chill Guy, and it's the Chill Guy token. This thing is what, 1.5 billion already? I don't know. It's just a ridiculous amount. So there's something happening, Joel, on TikTok, and yeah, what is that market cap on this thing already? $500 million.
513 billion.
$500 million already on a coin that launched. So basically, that kid rugged people on a project, and then he flipped everybody off, and then that project took off. They did a community takeover of that project, and his stake would have been $1.5 million, $2 million, but instead he rugged everybody for $30,000, and he's like, ha ha ha. He was going, oh my god, ha ha ha, and then he ended his stream and then rugged. And people go, well, screw this guy. And then so since then, TikTok has been taken over by storm, bro. People are in there. They're having live meme coin live streams, and the comments are popping off in there. People are trading. Dude, the TikTok generation is getting into meme coins now, dude. So all these people who've always been thinking, oh my God, the economy sucks so much, I'll never be able to afford a home, I'll never be able to afford a life of my family. They're like, well, maybe through these meme coins you can, and if you pick the right ones and get in with the right group, crazy shit can happen in this space.
I mean, dude, that's just so bizarre that even happened. This is the chart for Quant that we're talking about. Started here.
$400. How many tokens were there in this thing?
This isn't the same one.
It's not the same Quant. No,
this is not the same Quant. This is not the Quant you're looking for.
No, it was a meme coin. Probably on Dex Screener you'd find that one. Probably not on CoinGecko. Yeah.
Well, you know what?
There it is. We got it in the notes there in the private chat.
I missed out on that one. So yay me.
Well, we've always been like, dude, so like we want to make sure that our tokens do something. They have some functionality. We've been talking about this for years. Like, hey, want to make sure your token's doing something. It's got a great utility. But I think what happened, Joel, and I talked about this in a Twitter space earlier, was in 2017, 2018, we were big fans of Dragon Chain. We had Joe from Dragon Chain on.
Yep.
And then that thing was like, I remember I got in at like 4 cents, 10 cents, 20, dude, 30, 50 cents. Dude, it's $1. Oh shit. It got up to almost $5. And then all of a sudden, tanked. And I was like, what happened? Oh, the SEC came knocking on their door, and Dragon Chain had, people from Disney building this thing. They were working on blockchain with Disney. They came off, created their own Dragon. Beautiful. I love this project. They brought in the head of payments for Starbucks. I was like, this is going to be absolutely huge. And then the SEC said, nope, your project does something. It's a utility. That's a security. Mm-hmm. No. And then all these innovations left over time, right, Joel? Like they've been leaving America for the longest time now.
Yes, they have. And now maybe with Trump and his administration coming in, that will change. At least we can hope that that's the deal. You know what really moved yesterday overnight is Ethereum. Finally picked up a little bit over the last 24 hours, 9% up to 33.52. It is lagging. When we look at the overall charts for Ethereum, there's the all-time high, and we're sitting over here.
$5,000. Like, yeah. So what was Bitcoin? If you do the math on it, the Bitcoin, whatever Bitcoin was right there, whenever Ethereum hit 4,600, it would seem to me that was probably when Bitcoin was right around 69, in the 60s.
Yeah.
So Ethereum should be what, $8,000 now?
Yeah.
$7,000?
It's lagging. And you got all these L2s now. You got these other options out there. Whereas at that time, Ethereum was the main, play for smart contracts. Now there's so many. And of course, they've had their problems. Solana hits an all-time high this week, 254.
Solana's taken a lot of that love away from Ethereum, man, because all these meme coins that are anything, they're launching on Solana. More meme coins are launching on Base. There's not been a lot of meme coins on AVAX, on Avalanche. some are starting to pop up on Sui, Sui, as I like to call it.
Here, pig.
But Sui actually was down today for about an hour. The blockchain was no blocks were done on Sui for a while. So it was weird.
Peanuts had a pullback, 24%. Dog with hat down. Popcat, Pepe, these meme coins down the last 7 days, while others are popping.
That ebb and flow. Money goes into meme coin. Money comes out of meme coins back into Bitcoin, right?
So let's see what's hot here. What's happening? Gary Gensler is resigning. See if I can find a tweet here. I don't know about you, but Twitter really has become the news for me. Like if it breaks there before it breaks anywhere else. Look at this. Somebody already created an account, Gary Gensler, celebrating the end of Gary Gensler's fight against crypto. So here's his official thread on it where he's blah, 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 blah. I'm stepping down. Because if you didn't step down, guess what? You're fired. You're fired. Gary, take your things. Take all your SEC actions. Get out.
Yeah, here's the deal on this. I think this is a no news scenario personally.
Right.
Because every time a new president comes in, they always hire their own SEC chairman, right? And so they're always gone. It was never a matter. Gary was always going to be gone if Trump came in. If Kamala came in, he might have been gone too. They might have brought somebody else in, but probably not because that's all part of the cabal. But that's how you look at it. You go, man. And I saw Gary Gensler speak at Money 2020 in Vegas. And if you've ever had a chance to go to Money 2020, that's like the future of finance, fintech, crypto, blockchain, micropayments, all that shit is.
Point of order, sir. Wouldn't Money 2020 be about the past of financial payments? Because we're in
2020 vision. It's not the year 2020. It's 2020 vision is, I think, the thought. Because it's
at the time, I'm sure it was supposed to be a double meaning, but they kept the name.
In the future.
In the future past.
Yeah, they probably should just call it 2025 next year. But right. But I think that's the whole point. But he did not seem like a douche. He actually seemed like, hearing him speak, he was very well spoken, very thoughtful. He didn't seem like an asshole. Because my opinion of being in the crypto world is that he's kind of a jerk. And no, he's like, I want to protect investors. You got to comply.
He's just saying the right things, dude. I don't care. I care about people's actions.
Well, he's a Goldman Sachs guy. So what do you expect? He's part of the global cabal.
I'm gonna stick with ass.
He just didn't seem like an ass, but I'm saying that he was always going to be Gensler whenever, and that's hilarious. Go back to that page that said Gary Gensler. Let's pull up that contract address. Let's see what it's doing. We're back again. There we go. Let's scroll back up. There we go. Let's grab that CA.
What is that on?
It's right there. We'll just pull it in, put it into. Well, it's on Pup Fund. We'll go ahead and put it into Deck Screener.
All right, let's go. We'll drop that in here.
Drop that in the search right over there. Yeah.
There it is, Gary Gensler.
Not financial advice. We're just
rugged.
Gensler. You got Genslers right there.
Rugged.
That's buy the rumor, sell the news right there.
Good grief. That is so gone. Like, you got to be so careful. I'm super careful with meme coins. There's just so much ridiculousness out there and people just looking to make a quick buck, and the average person will lose. It's like playing with meme coins I think your odds of winning are worse than walking into a Las Vegas casino.
Oh yeah, you actually, I think in some cases, well, some of the games like roulette you can win, and blackjack you can win, poker you can win, but slot machines, the odds of some of these meme coins can be worse than slot machines. I think you got to really be part of the meme coin cabal in some way. And there's great alpha out there, and there's great ways to find it, and there's bots that are finding it. So if you're not using some AI and some technology to help you succeed in it, you're probably going to lose. Yeah.
Look at this, Trav. This is a pretty new story. Senator Cynthia Lummis advocates for Bitcoin over gold in the U.S. Reserve. She went on CNBC and says that she wants to establish a strategic Bitcoin reserve, and there's no talk about how much, but they're saying sell gold. Peter Schiff has got to be going, no, sell the gold and buy Bitcoin. What do you think of that?
You probably want to have a little bit of both. Now, hey, MicroStrategy just dropped some breaking news. They have completed a $3 billion offering for convertible notes, intend to use those net proceeds to buy some more Bitcoin.
More Bitcoin.
Yeah. Michael Saylor tearing it up. They
There
are
it
always
is.
doing that. Look at that right there. Boom. They dude, what has he got? 300 and something thousand Bitcoins already? Is that what it was?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, let's see. Let's ask
Who's got more, BlackRock or MicroStrategy now, I wonder?
who holds the most Bitcoin. See what the most 2024.
Satoshi. Yes, Satoshi's now the 18th richest person in the world, by the way.
Okay, this is from CCN on 11/13, just a week ago, and let's see where the list is. Winklevoss twins have 70,000 Bitcoin.
Right.
Saylor
And
personally,
they actually bought that with Zuck bucks, which is great. In 2014.
personally has 17,732. He might have more now. Satoshi 1.1 million. Tim Draper's got 29,656. CZ, we don't know for sure. He's got a lot of BNB. He's currently worth $61 billion. Now here's the companies. MicroStrategy. So since last week, they have bought another 4 billion in Bitcoin. It's like 325,000 now, something like that. And then you've got Marathon has 25, almost 26,000. Riot has 10,000 Bitcoin miner. Tesla has got almost 10,000 Bitcoin. Another mining 9,100. Coinbase has got about 9,000. And then you've got Tether. You've got Mt. Gox, and then you've got BlackRock. So the iShares, they have 450,000 in their ETF.
Damn, bro. 450. So BlackRock, in my opinion, is one of the least awesome entities in the world. And for them to have almost, 1/40th of all the Bitcoin, like, dude, that's crazy, right? They got about 1/50th of all the Bitcoin right now.
Yeah, that it is. It's 2.1% of all the Bitcoin. Grayscale has got about half that, 219,000. Fidelity's got 190,000. Then you've got countries, and I'm glad, I'm hoping this is still true, that Biden administration has not sold any of our Bitcoin yet, but we're currently holding in the US 208,000 Bitcoin. China's got 190,000. The UK's got 61,000. Ukraine's got a bunch of Bitcoin, 46,000.
Oh, they probably bought that with US dollars, probably.
Well, it says it's a significant seizure of crypto assets from Yuri Shigol, a former government official. So basically they took it from him. El Salvador buying a Bitcoin a day, 6,153. And Satoshi.
And you notice Germany's not on that list because they sold all theirs. Now, I was talking to somebody on a previous space and they said, yeah, they had to sell those because of they confiscated them from some like peer-to-peer video file sharing thing, and then but they tanked the price and they started buying them back. So it was like they had to legally sell them before they could buy them back. So I don't know if we know if that's accurate or not.
We had to sell the Bitcoin. We do not have it anymore. Now we are shaking our heads in dismay at our decision because it is pumping up when we do not have any. What we do now?
My Bitcoins. I love to have these Bitcoins. Yeah. So think about that. So you mentioned this on a conversation with you and I had just yesterday was, are we entering a supply crunch with Bitcoin? BlackRock has almost 500,000 Bitcoin now. MicroStrategy 300,000 plus, and it's not all these other ETFs. Like you add up all those companies, right? All those countries, like how many Bitcoin is that, right? And then how many we probably lost, and how many are for sale? Not a lot are for sale, man. Like a lot of people are holding them.
I think you have to subscribe to Glassnode to get the stats, I believe, but it shows you how many are on the exchanges. And I think that, what have we got? 450 Bitcoin a day right now are coming into supply. And the back in February, this article I found says the expected daily demand from ETFs was 2,800. Net inflows was 10,000 Bitcoin a day. And guess what? Guess how that changes the total capped amount of Bitcoin?
Yeah, what's that?
Not at all. 21 million. That's
no. Yeah, I thought you were talking about the market cap value.
Oh yeah. I mean, no matter what they do, the total number of Bitcoin will always be 21 million. And so yeah, assuming that the demand is there, the supply crunch is coming. And just like we saw this day, a week or so ago, where we went up $10,000 in a day. Holy cow. We're going to see some crazy volatility because we've not even entered the parabolic point of this yet. We keep getting higher lows like almost every day. Our low is higher, but we've just started this bull run. This ride, buckle in, because you're just like you're still sitting in the roller coaster. It's just pulling out of the station right now.
Yeah, it's crazy when you're looking at it and you see how this is all transpiring. And I would say if you pull up, the hype cycle or the investment cycle, like where we are, like you can see that we're not too far away from that parabolic part. And then once we get to that euphoria, and then which we're probably 9-10 months away from that, we did the math on it, and it looks like 500 days before the halving is normally around the low. 500 days after the halving is normally around the high. That would have been great information to have known previously.
We did the math. Trust us. We did the math on this.
September 1st is when this next cycle ends. But right now we're in that sort of belief into thrill.
Yeah, right around here. I don't know. I'm thinking it's optimism. I think we went to hope. I think we're somewhere here around optimism. And because time to get fully invested, most people aren't even awake to what's actually happening. I guarantee you, if you went to talk to the average person and you said, do you know what the price of Bitcoin is? They'd be like, a lot of them would be like, didn't that die? And didn't it go way down?
There was a video that came out the other day that's like, would you rather have one Bitcoin or a Taylor Swift ticket?
Oh my god.
And all the girls were like, duh, Taylor Swift ticket. Hello. Like, idiot. You could probably buy about 60 Taylor Swift tickets for one Bitcoin.
Was there a dude, with it
wasn't Mark Dice, no, but it was somebody else that was asking that question.
No, I'm like, if that was my girlfriend or something,
they ask all girls. Some girls, yeah, that's all
I'm out. I'm tapping right here because you stupid. I'm going to save that cheat sheet because we reference that often, and it kind of be fun to go back and look at where we think we are. I've saved it.
What's TikTok's going on, dude? We could be. I think we're past optimism. We're in that we're in the thrill state, dude. Like we're in the early thrill because now people are going, oh my god. When you got little 13-year-olds rugging people and flipping everybody off and saying, I just got your 30. I got 30K from you, and dude. That thing was at $1 million when he rugged, and it got all the way up to 90 million.
90 million. How insane is that?
Dude, that's why I would always say is if you have a meme coin or a shit coin and you are investing in it, get your initial investment out. Then, it goes up 2x, 5x, pull out a little bit more. But then always leave yourself about 10% of your total as the moon bag because you never know. Every once in a while, a moonshot happens, and if you have none, you're going to be so sad. Like that's happened to me a couple times.
Is this financial advice, Sir?
I would say that's probably good advice. If you're going to be a meme coin gambler, you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, and know when to sold them.
So I want to talk about this. Speaking of meme coins, got an acquaintance, friend who's been talking up this one for quite some time. Dog Go to the Moon. And this is a community coin that there's no pre-mine, there's no supply for the founders. It's purely a fun meme coin, and it's like it's the leading meme coin on the Bitcoin blockchain on Runes. And this thing is also starting to get some traction. And when you again, not financial advice, but you think about meme coins being a real thing and then go, okay, Bitcoin is the granddaddy of all of them. And this is the number one meme coin on the Bitcoin blockchain. Yep. There could be something to this. And so it came crazy. Right
Look at that. There's 100 billion of these Satoshis. Mm-hmm. So each one's essentially like a little Satoshi, I believe. It's a rune. So That's what's interesting about these is that these are not always easy for people to get into, though. Like you got to finagle a little bit to figure out how to do this. Like you got to be a little advanced. You can't be that TikTok guy going straight over and get dog go to the moon, because you got like, wait, I got to get some Bitcoin.
One of the reasons it's moving is because they're getting on centralized exchanges now.
That's
this is pretty much just started over the last week or two that they're on MEXC, BitGate, and a couple smaller exchanges. But up until then, it was difficult. You'd have to get, I have the Xverse wallet that, you know, you install the plug-in and you put some Bitcoin in there and you use the Bitcoin to buy the dog. And we're going to be talking to the founder, Leonidas, on an upcoming episode of the show.
Oh, Leonidas, he's done all kinds of stuff, man. He owns Ord.io. He's been leading this. So I was in the Bitcoin startup lab with a project I'm working on, and then a bunch of these awesome people around in the Bitcoin and Ordinal and Rune ecosystem were all on there and chatting about this stuff. It's pretty handy. A lot of really cool stuff happening in that ecosystem. And as more and more people start coming into the crypto space, TikTok's going to bring in a lot of people. Bitcoin and these ETFs are bringing in a lot of the traditional investors into crypto. Like, we're seeing a time right now, more new people than ever, Joel, coming into the crypto space.
Look at this, Trav. Speaking of ETFs, we've got 21 shares has filed for a Solana ETF. So
I think Ben Eck has done one too. They've signed up for a Solana ETF. I'm not mistaken.
So is it just a matter of time? And will there be a Doge ETF?
Dude, if Doge is taking off like it has at 40 cents, and you know the Department of Government Efficiency, which is so hilarious, like, oh my god, dude, this thing going crazy. The Dogecast, I mean, obviously not affiliated with the government agency at all, but there's an implied connection, right? So I could see all kinds of these. Who knows, man? It's like money is a meme, bro. Bitcoin is an original meme. It solved the double spend issue. The US dollar is a meme, dude. Back in the day, these were memes. Look at this. Here's one right here for there's a Confederate dollar. Like, all these banks had their own money. Here's an Ohio Railroad $5 bill right here. These are all memes, dude, essentially. But we all agree upon them. You're a meme. We agree upon them, and then so they become spendable dollars. They become spendable currency, and so currency has always had an ebb and flow. It started out as these shells, those different Moneta shells, and then it turned into bartering. Oh, I'll trade you 4 chickens for a goat, you know, and like, here we are. It's just silver and gold and credit cards, but our money, paper money, is debt based. It's based on debt. It's not really an asset. And we're in a space now with crypto where a lot of the stuff's our assets.
You know, and it's really interesting to watch the price of gold amidst all this, because typically Bitcoin and gold are kind of inverse, right? Because gold is a store of wealth. And as I look at what's going on right now, the price of gold is actually about $2,670. And so it's not quite its all-time high. I think it got up to 2,800 about 30 days ago. Yeah, it got up to 2,780, something like that, and pulled back a little bit. But that seems really strong to me. Like people are still hedging on this. I thought gold would, with Bitcoin's moving like that, I thought for sure gold's going to pull back.
Yeah. You know, I would look at this and I would say, man, Peter Schiff the whole time has been shifting all over Bitcoin.
Still is.
He still is. But man, Max Kaiser told Schiff about Bitcoin when Bitcoin was $1. He could have literally sold 1 ounce of his gold for like $1,500 or $1,200 or whatever, and bought 1,000 Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And he didn't. Dude, what kind of defiant douche nozzle do you have to be?
Well, one day it's going to go to nothing. So, you know, he could have made.
Well, how about you sell it along the way?
Yeah.
And buy more gold.
Yeah. You know, this one's interesting, Trav, because as we look at mainstream adoption, you and I have both been into the NFT space for quite some time. And now the Doodles partnered with McDonald's, and there's 110 million Doodles coffee cups showing up across the US. This is the biggest NFT partnership to date. And you can see a picture. I wish
Yeah.
that was Donald Trump serving up the Doodles Cup in the McDonald's window there.
Yeah.
But this is
So
this is really
what does it
interesting.
work now? It said it shot up from 1.25 ETH to 2.85 ETH.
Mhm.
Now more and more of these Doodle coffee cups are popping out. Has the floor increased at all on those Doodles?
Well, it said it went from 1.25 to
Yeah,
2.85.
What is it? Oh, as of November 18th. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Okay.
I mean, it's awareness, right? It's like Pudgy Penguins did this partnership with Walmart and with what's the apparel store, Toxic, whatever other
Hot Topic.
Hot Topic, yeah, Toxic Topic,
Hot Toxic. I
Hot
love
Toxic.
that. That's good.
Because in that brings mainstream awareness to NFTs.
No, I think he partnered with Toxic Bell, where they serve those toxic tacos.
Pharrell says Doodles make him happy. So
Well, that's good.
Rewrite the song or what?
Pharrell is almost 60. Look at that dude, don't age, bro. What's up with that?
Yeah, he looks good.
He's
But,
got a special skincare regimen.
Does he look better than me? I'm 60.
Yeah, he probably does. Yeah.
Shut up. That's not nice.
Dude, you're not a woman. You want to be older and debonair. It's like it works good for dudes.
Suave and debonair. That's what we're going for. Can we talk politics for a second?
If you want to, I don't think I can stop you.
Well, no, you really can't. I want to talk about this to see if there's something more going on here. Matt Gaetz withdrawing from the nomination of Attorney General, saying that this has been a distraction for the Trump-Vance transition team, and I'm going to withdraw. And what do you think is really going on here? Like, what's the plan?
I don't know, but I do know this. I saw a clip yesterday of somebody from the Sunny what's her nuts on The View. She said, she was like, and Matt Gaetz is a pedophile and doing these things, and then so like Whoopi's like, hold on, you have a legal notice you must read, and she's like, so
the look on
Matt
her face
was not actually convicted. So here's the thing: it's called what is it called? It's called the double comeback or something, where they literally, what they do is they talk shit on you, they place a story somewhere, then the news talks about it, then now they go, oh, see, look at this. And so it's Nancy Pelosi mentioned it a couple of years back. Let me see if I can
I want to look at this while you're pulling that up. I'm gonna play this this video right here. Check this out.
Yeah, it's called the wrap-up smear. That's what it's called.
Can you hear this going through or not?
No, I can't hear. It's not going through.
Okay. That's probably on my end. I probably need to set.
So it's a wrap-up smear. They create the smear where an individual or group spreads false information about a target. Then they have media amplification of that particular thing. Then once they have media amplification, then they have the validation to be like, see, it's true. So it's something called the wrap-up smear. And politicians on both sides do that stuff whenever they're trying to come after somebody they don't like.
The look on her face as she had to issue this apology. You can go on X and find it for yourself if you want to go listen to it. She was so humiliated by it and absolutely hated to have to do it.
Oh, I'm
just
sure.
Horrendous.
Wasn't a big fan of doing that.
So the question remains is what is going to happen here? I can speculate.
Okay, tell me your speculation.
Because you can't stop me. I do think it's been a distraction. I think he's definitely got another, bulldog lined up. Like Gaetz is a great choice. He would go after deep state. He would go after these criminals, and we would see all kinds of indictments and arrests for the true criminals in Washington, D.C. But there's others who are capable of doing that. That might be a little easier to push through confirmation. So one of two things. If he wants to, he's still an elected official. He could go back to Congress. But I think that since Marco Rubio is moving into the cabinet, Ron DeSantis has the power to assign whoever he wants into that Senate seat. And I think they move Gaetz from Congress to the Senate. He's not going to be unemployed. He's going to continue, and the U.S. is going to need special prosecutors as well. So that's also an option that they just put him, on cases and go, okay, now you're representing the United States against these people that were bringing indictments. So That could be
That's
also
a good
fun.
theory. That's a good theory. I kind of went down that rabbit hole too. Now, did you see the Mika and Joe Scarborough went to visit
On their
Trump in
yeah,
Mar-a-Lago?
they were on their knees, I'm pretty sure.
Well, they're concerned that they thought that if Matt Gaetz, which Matt Gaetz has Joe Scarborough's old house seat from Florida, right?
Okay.
And so
Yeah.
Joe Scarborough had an intern that mysteriously died, hit her head, and then she died, and it was just the whole thing. And so there was something coming on, like he thought that something was going to go down where he might get prosecuted for the death of that intern or something if Matt Gaetz is in there. And then the next thing I heard is Matt Gaetz is stepping down. So I don't know. That's just all just dot connecting right now. I don't have a full on assumption of what happened. It's just weird.
Yeah, it's there's a lot of weirdness right now. And this is a great point that Geiger Capital makes. Joe and Mika went to Mar-a-Lago to meet with Trump to reset their relationship. So this is proof, as he goes on to say, Democrats never actually thought Trump was Hitler or a fascist dictator. If you were propagandized, it's okay. You got played.
Yeah. So with the inauguration coming up in January, and it's fascinating. It's going to happen. Remember, and then the day after Trump got inaugurated last time, they had that big women's march, and everybody had those pussy hats, and they wore the little pink hats on their head.
I was there, dude. I was there for that inauguration.
Yeah, I think this next time they're going to actually need those hats because they all shaved off all their hair. So now they're going to need those hats. So I hope they kept them. Maybe they can make new ones. I'm concerned they're going to catch a cold.
I love Bitcoin X. I love it. You just type Bitcoin and automatically the price comes up here, and the things people are saying, all the top accounts are popping up here with what's going to happen. And the hype cycle is so interesting right now. This is a great graphic.
That is exactly what's happening.
It seems that Bitcoin is going up against the dollar, but what's really happening is one Bitcoin is one Bitcoin, and the dollar is going down against Bitcoin, and your fiat currency will continue to be devalued.
You should pull up that chart from 1913, the value of the dollar from then until now. Like, remember back in the day, well, you probably don't remember because you weren't alive, but like for one gold coin or one silver coin, like one gold coin, you could buy a suit, you could buy a week at a hotel and all these things. And then it's like, wow, one gold coin was worth $20 at the time, right? Then one gold coin became worth $35. But it's just there's a really good graphic. I don't think you can see it where it's like $1 and it shows the buying
it's right.
power.
Here you go. Here it is. This is $1 in 1913 adjusted for inflation. So that $1 in 2021 or 2022 when this was created would be $31.89 to adjust for inflation.
Wow. So when you say, yeah, you could go down in the store and get milk for 10 cents and could get, like, okay. Like when you look at it, you go, so what's interesting is that if you take the silver content that's in those old silver coins, like a dime now is worth about $3, right? So I think that's really true because it was worth 10 cents. Now it's worth about $3. And then like one quarter is worth like $7 or something because the content of silver that's in it. So it's kind of crazy to see how this inflation has happened. Now, that's why Bitcoin is deflationary. The value of Bitcoin will always increase in value because the value of dollars always decrease in spending power, right? It's crazy. It's the exact opposite, which was why it was created.
Look at this. During the last 4 years, during the Biden administration, 4.7 increase, 8%, 4.12, 3.6.
Dude,
towards
that
inflation.
far outpaces what you would get in a savings account. Like this savings account don't even it's just unbelievable when you look at that stuff.
Well, it's like the whole Social Security, fiasco. We put money into Social Security and then you get it back when you're older with hardly any interest at all. And if we eliminated that and told people, hey, you can put your money instead of
you can put your money in just a chill guy, and you can put it into Pepe and dogs go to the moon, and you don't need Social Security.
Yeah, it's safe with us, which by the way, it's not really there. The money's not actually there. We're trillions of dollars in debt. It's not like there's actually a pot that's holding your Social Security. By the way, Trav, I discovered that in 2 years, really about a year and a half or so from now, I can take Social Security early. It's like if I take it early, it's $2,100 a month, or I can wait 5 more years and get like $3,100 a month. What do you think I'm doing?
Probably taking it immediately.
Taking it immediately, and I'm gonna, I might actually.
You're gonna put it in Dog Go to the Moon. And
I probably will specifically say, okay, I'm gonna put this money into crypto and track it on its own, so that I can see in 5 years. Because by taking it 5 years early, I lose. There's $1,000 a month, so $12,000 a year times 5 years that I'm not getting, $60,000. So if I start taking it at 67, so can I get a better return with that money on my own? Hello, yes, of course I can.
All right. So remember when people were getting those stimulus checks? Right,
Yep.
You're getting the $1,400 stimmies. Like, dude,
We
I got my
those
Trump
stimmed.
stimmy. Well, dude, that was in 2020, and that's when Bitcoin was like $3,800 a piece. So it's like if you'd have taken your stimmy and put it all in Bitcoin, you'd have about 50 grand, 60 grand worth of Bitcoin right now.
That's funny.
I don't know if that's the exact math. I didn't do the exact, but I was just kind of guesstimating it, which is kind of funny.
Close enough.
Close enough. Well, there you go. And it's close enough to the top of the hour. What else we got?
This is fun. This is good. We're gonna return, and we'll be streaming our show live here on Mixie. Thanks to the Mixie team. You guys have been
Me too, baby.
For
David
welcoming
10X, baby. Grim. We love you all.
Yeah,
Stay
let's see.
home.
I'm wondering if I have my exit music here, because we're still working with this tool to figure stuff out. Oh, hey, I'm gonna add it.
You know what this reminds me of like in 2016 when you and I were just having our regular crypto conversations, and we were like, dude, we should probably record these. People might like to tune into them. And this right here was not like a show where we interviewed somebody. This was more like the conversation where we're just, hey, look at this. I see this. This is weird. What about this? And they're having conversations. Here we go.
I've got this. Oh, so you know what? So this is the music bed, which you can't hear yet. Actually, it's probably. Oh, I know what it is. I've got it down here. It's not the music bed. It's lit. It's that. It's just on replay. It's on loop.
Who's bad?
Hey, do that again. Do that again.
Okay.
Who's bad?
I got my little X, my little question mark box right there.
I wonder. Hey, producer Grim, do we have that little Stay Bad animated GIF that we were playing with in here? If so, you can pop that up. I can't see it in the. Oh, there it is. There it is. Look at that up in the right corner. There's the Stay Bad.
So I love it. I scored 10 Bitcoins by clicking that while you were doing it.
Ka-ching, ka-ching. Hey, thanks everybody for joining us. Be sure to follow us at Bad Crypto Pod, at Joel Comm, at TWTEEDUBYA. I often wonder if you could go back and have Travis Wright at Travis Wright. Would you rather have that than TW for your profiles?
It doesn't matter. I'm good. I could have had it though. The thing is, I could have had it. I think at that point, but see how I had always been TW, and that was my grandpa always called me hey TW, and I was like, well, how would I spell that? And so I've just been TW like that, but probably a lot easier for people to type in Travis Wright. And then when I did want to get TravisWright.com originally, some doctor who he was going to school to become a doctor, and he had this whole long blog post about how he came out of the closet being gay. And then and there's this whole funny story. And then he ended up letting the website go, and then I bought it. So the guy who used to be a Travis Wright who owned Travis, but I've had it for like 13 years now. So kind of
it's yours.
It's now
hey,
mine.
I hear the exit music coming up. You know what that means?
This is not financial advice. That
Yes.
Crypto Podcast is brought to you by these two douchebags.
Disclaimer. Do your own due diligence. Do your own research. Don't be stupid with your money, and stay bad.